Hi. I know it's been quite a while since the last time y'all have seen me. But hey, how's it going? How y'all doing? Everything's okay? Y'all doing good? Mm, I hope so. I was not doing really great for a while. And there were some good times, there were some bad times, and whatever, but we're gonna get into it. Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be kind of like a catch up episode, you know. And yeah, talk about relationship, work, some other things I've joined or gone through or whatever. Um, but yeah, so as you can see, for us, this is a different background for the people that did watch like the actual videos, because I'm on Spotify and on YouTube. Um, and I say people as in like there's a lot of people. There's like 9 people, I want to say, like nine subscribers, and so yeah, there's not a lot of people, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so new background. So before I was actually living with my mom, and now I'm living with my dad. Just some stuff happened there. I'm not gonna get too into it, just because it's family stuff. But just some stuff happened there, and so I needed to get out of it. So came back to my dad's, and yeah, I now have a stepmom. So my dad got married in November. Um, yeah, so I have a stepmom and a stepsister. They are long distance though, so it's a little it's interesting. It's interesting. Have you heard of or whatever anybody who has had a long distance wife or long distance husband? I don't think there's a lot, but that's the military for you, and that's the Davis family for you. So it's a little unorthodox. But yeah, so that's cool though. She's amazing. I love her. She's a great stepmom. Yeah. There's been some excuse me, there's been some complications and drama, I guess, when it came to her, and like my family being kind of weird about her joining our family. But I think now it's kind of calmed down a bit, and she's being more accepted. But yeah, she's amazing. She has helped me through so much, including my breakup. So, yeah, in my last episodes, I think I talked a little bit about how, like, oh, I love my boyfriend and everything. Yeah, so we broke up um in January. On January 1st, we broke up. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into it really, not yet at least. I'm just not like ready for all that. Um but yeah, it was really hard. Very explosive, just bad, honestly. I don't hate him though. Like, I still have quite a lot of love for him. She helped me through that a lot though. Like, the day that we did break up was really, really, really bad, and I may have done some things that weren't the smartest to do. Um, I made myself sick a couple times just from crying. Um, but yeah, I was incredibly depressed, and I was in Dallas when this happened. So I was 4 hours away from my parents, and I had my grandparents to go to, but I just wanted to go home basically. Um, so yeah, so bless their hearts, my parents drove 2 hours, and they met me halfway to come pick me up, and then just like switch cars or whatever. And one of my friends, he stayed on the phone with me that whole time as well. Bless his heart. Oh my god. Because maybe a little bit of a trigger warning, I don't know, but I was dead ass like suicidal for a little while. And so yeah, I was not in a good headspace. I had barely slept and I was hungover. Um so yeah, so I didn't know if I was like gonna make it through the drive. But bless his heart, he stayed on the phone with me, and it was actually the first time that I had like laughed that day. Like the entire day I was crying the entire time and just like begging for it to stop. Um so yeah, but he stayed on the phone with me and actually made me laugh, which at the time and again, like I didn't feel like I was going to ever feel happy again. So a really good friend of mine, honestly. And I told him that too, that like you are a great friend of mine, but like I don't think he understands the depth of how like grateful I am to have him as my friend. Cause truly, like dude has helped me through the darkest time of my life. Um, Anytime I need a laugh, he's there. So love you, man. Love ya. Um, you know who you are. But so yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into that, like the whole relationship a lot more than everything else. I'm gonna get into that first, because that kind of bleeds into and a lot of other things that I decided to join or did in the last few months, and that has honestly been the biggest like thing in my life as of right now. Actually, before I get into that, there's a couple things that I did before that happened, such as like I saw Tate McRae. Okay, what the heck? I saw Tate McRae. Saw her in concert. That was amazing. It was in Austin. I didn't have like the best seats. Like it was kind of like on the side of the stage, but they were close. So I could see very up close. But they were on the side, so I didn't really see like the front of the stage a whole lot. So there were times that like I don't know, I could have gotten a better angle at times. But nonetheless, it was really cool. It was a really cool show, and she played all of her like OG songs. And I've been listening to her and watching her since, oh my god, since her YouTube days. I know everyone says that, but like I am following her on SoundCloud, and I remember like being in Florida and wanting to get like, oh my god, you'll know, no, if you are an OG, you know about the 10-minute challenges to make a song or whatever. Like those videos. If you know what I'm talking about, then you're an OG. But yeah, I've been watching her for fucking ever. So it was it was great to finally like see her in concert, and just oh my god, she's an amazing dancer and a beautiful singer. Oh my lord, like that woman is so talented. She's taking it over. She's taking over. It I don't know. She's so talented. I loved the show. So yeah. So I did that. What else? Obviously I dyed my hair. Yeah. I started dyeing my hair red and it fades to orange, which is fine. Um like I want to say like a month after my um what was it? My last video, I want to say. I started dyeing it, and I just keep dyeing it. And as you can see, like my roots are starting to come out again. So, I need to re-dye it. But yeah, I started keeping it this color because I don't really like my natural color. My natural color is blonde, but it's kind of like ugh, like a charcoal gray. Like like am I tripping? That's not blonde. Blonde to me is like blonde, like okay, I guess like bleached blonde, you know? Um my color is more like it has like gray tones to it. But yeah, I don't really like it, so I keep it dyed. So yeah. Um but my mom also dyes her hair red, so there's that. Oh my god. Everyone keeps thinking that me and my mom are siblings. No one thinks she's my mom. No one. Every single time that someone sees us together, they're like, "Oh my god, is this your sister?" I'm like, "No, that's my mom." They're like, "That's your mom?" Yeah. Dude, the friend that I was talking about earlier, my mom went cuz I live on a military base. She went through the gate and he was scanning her ID and he texted me and he's like, "Zoe, do you know my mom's name?" Um and I was like, "Yeah, that's my mom." And he's like, "Dude, I thought she was you for a second. I was about to say something and then realized I looked down and realized it wasn't you." And I was like, either you have a doppelganger or like I don't know. It was so funny. I told her immediately. We both just cracked up laughing because it's true. Like we look identical. Especially with like us having the same color hair. Like we look identical and everyone thinks we're siblings. When I got sworn in as a CASA advocate, that's one of the things that I did whenever we whenever me and my ex-boyfriend broke up was I joined that and I'll get into that. But yeah, like the judge there, she even thought that we were sisters, and I told her that no, that's my mom, and she's like, "That's your mom? Oh my god!" It's so funny. It's an ongoing thing. We get it all the time. But yeah, anyways, ugh, my fault. As I was saying, yeah, I was gonna say though, whenever I got home from the initial like breakup, I'm gonna get very like um vulnerable with this, I guess. I didn't eat, sleep, or shower actually for 5 days. 5 days. I wore the same clothes that I wore the last time I was with him for 5 days straight. I didn't want to shower because I didn't want to shower off his touch or his smell or anything. I thought, because like it felt like he had died, dude. It was so bad. It was the worst pain I had ever been through my entire life. Um, so yeah, I didn't eat or when I did sometimes sleep, like I had to take drugs to go to sleep. I had to take hella shit to go to sleep because I didn't want to. It was always like I either dreamt of him or I woke up having a panic attack because I was like, fuck, like this is real life. Like I was living a nightmare and dreaming life. It was horrible. So yeah, it eventually got to the point that like my body my body was crashing and it was forcing itself to just like pass out basically. Like because I wasn't taking care of myself. Because I didn't want to. And be so on. Like I did not want to. And I have a self harm issue. Or like did have an issue. It was really bad when I was younger. And it wasn't that like I wanted to like die or anything at those points, but pain calms me down. I know it's very emo, but pain calms me down. It's the only thing that really like fully calms me down because it centers all of my emotions and everything I'm feeling into one spot. So I used to hurt myself to calm myself down. And when I tell you it was hard to not do those things and not like relapse basically. Because yeah, like I was feeling so much all the time. And I felt so bad for my friends too because like they kept checking in on me and my closest friends are long distance. So they were like texting my dad and being like, "I'm worried about her. Can you check up on her?" Like my family had me on a suicide watch, dude. And maybe it's stupid for talking about this. I don't know, but shit, it's my fucking podcast. I'll talk about what I want to talk about. But no, it was just bad. But yeah, but eventually I one day it was like a click and it was like I can't keep doing this because I kept leaving work like in the middle of my shifts because I couldn't stop crying or I had an anxiety attack or I had a panic attack. And yeah, I lost a lot of people basically. So yeah, I maybe not. I don't know the details of like why we broke up, but I don't know because it's complicated. It is a complicated ass thing. Um, but yeah, and some people understand it, some people don't. Um, but one thing for sure, I have real like one thing that I have learned for sure is who my real friends are throughout this entire thing. Because I've lost friends, and I've gained friends, and I've deepened my bond and connection with friends all from this situation. Um, and yeah, and yeah, I learned a lot about that, and it kind of, I believe that this needed to happen like for a reason, for multiple reasons. One, to like, filter out the snakes, kind of, and just like the people that I know I'm never gonna be able to count on. Um, but yeah, mm, it just made me realize that like you can't count on everybody and you can't believe everyone when they say I'm always gonna be there for you. I'm always gonna be here no matter what. I don't know, and then something happens and they leave. Like shit, I would never do that. I would never do that. Never, never have done that. One of my friends did. Like, oh my god, like I had a friend in high school where like people were saying horrible things about her and they were saying that like she did this and she did that and she did this and whatever. And whether or not they were true, I still stuck around. I still hung out with her. I still was out in public with her. I still like had a friendship with her because at the end of the day, it's how me and her treat each other. It's our friendship. And what goes on in her life, yeah, I'll be there for her. And yeah, I'm going to have a serious conversation with her sometimes if it comes down to like morality and ethics and all that. But it's at the end of the day, it's like how she treats me and how I treat her. If she's treating me like shit, then okay, that's a different story. But she wasn't treating me like shit, And people are gonna agree and disagree with that. But like, I just believe that. And I was like, oh my god, I was having a conversation about this with someone. Um, literally like I want to say yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday. So we had a conversation and I asked some other people like, okay, I want you to think about this because I found this very interesting. Say you have a friend who is married and that friend cheats on their spouse. They do it one time. Do you stay or do you leave if they did it that one time? Now, if you stay and they do it again repeatedly, do you continue to stay or do you leave? Now, I got mixed answers from everybody. My own thing is that if I have that, I'm going to tell my friend the first time and be like, yeah, you fucked up. Seriously, you screwed the pooch on this one. But tell your spouse. That's my biggest thing. It's just like tell your spouse, tell them, um, and talk about it. I'm not gonna force you to talk about it. I'm not gonna. And the thing is, that's the thing too. Like I will not force them to talk about it either. And maybe, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with me with this. A lot of people are gonna disagree and be like, oh my god. Now, if I knew the spouse, like if I'm also friends with the spouse, then I would be like, okay, you either tell them or I'm gonna tell them. Because I'm sorry, but I can't hang around your spouse and have this on me. Like that's just my morals. Um, but it's just wrong. But if I don't know the spouse, I'm gonna be like, you have to tell them at some point. I'm gonna give you like, I know I said I wasn't gonna put a time limit on it, but I'm gonna put a time limit on it. I'm gonna give you like a month, and you need to tell them. Um, and yeah, and a lot of times like you can do counseling or whatever with that, and it'll be fine. Like shit, I've known so many people who they had infidelity in their relationships and their marriages, and they all got through it because they did counseling or they talked through it or whatever it was. Um, but yeah, so there's that. And then I was like, but if they did it repeatedly over and over again, then at that point it's gonna be like, okay, this decision affects you and your family at the end of the day. And like one of the things that the person I was talking to about this was saying was, and I love the way that he said this, was like, you live with your demons at the end of the day. Those are your demons to deal with and your demons to live with. And that's so right. So like it's kind of thing that I would probably say too, is like those are your demons that you're gonna have to deal with. Um but I would not be able to hear about it any longer, or if they had their side person with them whenever like we all went out or something, I wouldn't be able to go, because it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be involved in this. Like, you're my best friend, so you can talk to me about it. But me as a friend is that I can't watch the people I care about just stay in a bad situation and stay in a hole. So I'm gonna try and help as and push you as much as I can to get you out of that hole and to get you to get help, possibly. Because if you're doing it over and over and over again, then it's like, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's, addiction, that sort of thing. Like there's something deeper there. Because in all the situations that I've known about, there was something deeper going on. So, go to therapy, all that. But yeah, it's 9:50. I'm supposed to be getting a call from one of my friends in like 10 minutes, is what he said. Who knows if he's actually going to do it. I may or may not go out tonight. I don't know, depending on other people's answers. I may or may not go out. We shall see. We shall see. That's the thing. I've been going out more. Like, after I had finally healed, or I say, no, not healed, because I'm not healed. But, like, oh yeah, I was saying, like, it got to a point where, like, I had to finally just, like, tell myself, get the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? You keep leaving work. No one can depend on you. And you have to depend on everyone else to keep you alive. I hate depending on people. So eventually I was just like, you look ridiculous. Like, get the fuck up, Zoe. Um, so yeah, I got up. I started working again. Like I went to work oh my God, I threw myself into work and became a CASA advocate. And if you don't know what that is, it's a court appointed support advocate. So I advocate for foster kids basically, or kids going through foster care. Um, look, if you want to know more about it, you could look it up or ask me and I'll tell you more about it. But yeah, so I advocate for kids going through foster care or things similar, and I write court reports for hearings and all that, and just advocate for the child and what will be best for them long term. Their wants, needs, all that. So yeah, I'm currently on a case actually. I signed on last month. And I quite like it. Like I was honestly I was worried that it was gonna be more of a load, I guess, and more work, but it's honestly not. Like it's spread out so much. And the cases normally last typically 12 to 18 months. So, there's a lot of time to get a lot done. But yeah, so everything's like scheduled out though, and it It works really well, and I feel like I'm doing something meaningful. And that's one of the other things that I was gonna say, like that's why, like a reason as to why this needed to happen was because I was gonna move to Oklahoma for him. I'm gonna be so honest. I didn't want to go to Oklahoma. I don't like Oklahoma. Like it's I just don't. I don't like the weather. I don't like that it. I don't think there's a whole lot there. And I love San Antonio. I think San Antonio is amazing. Like I want to, even if my dad gets stationed somewhere else, I want to stay here. Like I'm gonna get an apartment here because I don't know. Like there's so much to do all the time. Like I love living in San Antonio. I love it. I'm a city girl. I Even though San Antonio is a small city, like there's so much to do though. So much to do. And if you say that San Antonio there's nothing to do or whatever, you just don't leave the house. You just don't get out. Motherfucker, get out. Look something up. Go on TikTok. Look something up. Like there's constantly shit going on. Um so yeah, I love San Antonio though, but I was gonna move to Oklahoma and give up Casa for him. Um but I feel like this needed to happen so that I could do Casa and I could help out a kid in need. Um so yeah, I felt called to it basically. If you believe in that sort of thing. Um so yeah, there's that. So I threw myself into work and Casa, and I joined the band at my church and I started worshiping there. I found another church though. It's called Community Bible Church in San Antonio, Texas. Dude, people are gonna say, "Oh, it's a MAGA church or whatever." I don't care what you say. One, I don't see that there. There's no talk of politics or anything there from my own experience. I fucking love that church. It is, I don't know, it's huge. It is a huge church, but there's always things going on. And I love the way that the pastor preaches, and I love the music that they worship. And yeah, and I'm starting to like get more into it and hopefully start working at the cafe there. And whenever auditions open up, I want to audition to worship there as well. But yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. It gives me something to do on Tuesday nights and on Sundays. But yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Um, but yeah. What else? What else? But yeah, that goodness, what else? I'm a full-time student still with ASU. Right now I'm not in classes. Right now it's like my summer break. But I only get like a month. But that's because like my benefits aren't always eligible just because of like the hours that I work. I don't always get like a consistent number of hours. So yeah, but they become eligible again next month, and that is when I will start taking classes again. And um what was it? Yeah, I am hoping I can do like full. It definitely has to be full time, but I want to see if I can do it like at least 4, max 6 courses per semester. Because I'm trying to graduate, dude. I'm trying to get out. Cause as soon as I graduate, I want to, maybe not as soon as like, cause I still have to get myself set up, but like I want to quit my job because they um they pay for my schooling. And to be honest, like I'm just tired of where I'm at in my career with that job. Um I've tried going forward with it and moving up, but I feel like I was feel like I was fucked, honestly, to be completely honest. And everyone that I've talked to believes the same thing. Um, it's just I feel like I'm jumping through fire-lined hoops and doing more than I like even I don't know. It's a whole thing. Like the things I'm being asked to do are things that not even the people in the position I'm trying to get into do currently. So like I'm just jumping through hoops, dude, and I just don't think a lot of it is fair, you know? I'm not going for a CEO position. I'm not I'm not going for like a huge big thing, you know? I don't think it's really not that deep. And any, like anyone that I've talked to believes the same thing. It is not that deep. But yeah, so I'm just thinking about more about like is it even worth it? Because I plan to graduate within the next like year and a half, maybe 2 years. And what it's looking like is that I may not be able to um move up for another like maybe year. So I would be in that position for a year, you know? Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm just I'm just thinking out loud realistically. But yeah. So went to therapy for a little while. And then my therapist was kind of like, "You know what? I don't think you need it anymore." Because I'm not the type of person, even though like I talk a lot, I am not the type of person that talking helps me like get through shit. So talk therapy is not for me. I'm the type of person that like in order to get through an issue, I have to actively work through it. I have to do something, go to the gym, do hikes, throw myself into work. I have to physically do things to get through it, which is why I'm doing so many things right now and why I started going to the gym a lot more. Why I am never really like not doing something. Like on my days off, I rarely ever have have a day where like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit in bed and like not do anything and scroll on YouTube all day or TikTok or whatever it is. Like I rarely ever do that. I only ever do that if I'm sick, honestly. And like, oh my dude, I had food poisoning 2 weeks ago, and then I had strep throat last week. Dude, what the fuck? I got food poisoning from if you've ever seen the soft serve margaritas on TikTok here in San Antonio, don't go. I got food poisoning there. No. It was so bad. And I was alone too, dude. Like my dad was gone visiting my stepmom, so I was here home alone, just fucking hurling and hugging my toilet. It was so bad. I was dead ass. I was crying at a point because I was like, I just want my dad. Like I was in pain. It was just it was bad. It was so bad. And then I had strep throat. I was also alone for a little bit of that time. Um, yeah. I don't know, dude. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. That's the only time that like I'm in bed and like not really doing anything is when I'm sick. Other than that, like if I'm in bed for too long or if I'm not doing anything for too long, then I dead ass I start to get depressed and I get a headache and I feel like my body is like beginning to get ill. And so like every day I'm either at work or I'm doing something with church or I'm hanging out with friends or I'm at the gym or casa, or I'm visiting a cafe, or I'm doing a hike, um, or I'm podcasting. Like, I'm always doing something. That's why I say, like, I was telling someone just recently too that, like, I'll be so honest, I don't think you're ever gonna see me. Like, I don't think you're ever gonna, like, really, like, be able to hang out with me. And I'm just gonna tell you that, and to respect your time. But, like, yeah, cause I'm always busy. I am always busy. I have to schedule out times for, like, my friends and shit. Unless it's like at night. Most of the time at night, like, I'm very spontaneous as well though. Like, I'll call someone up and be like, "Yo, so you want to go do something? I'm bored." And if they're not up for it, that's totally fine. It was very spontaneous. It's last minute. I totally get it. But like, I'm always doing something. Because if I don't do something for too long, then I begin to feel like I'm getting ill and sad. So, yeah. Also, I'm 22 now. What the fuck? I'm 22 now. Um, that was dope. My birthday was. I was not looking forward to my birthday. I'm gonna be sorry. I was not looking forward to it, and I was dreading it, and I was crying all the time because every year on my birthday, I at least had my ex boyfriend for the last 8 years. He was there. Um, and this year was like the first year that he wasn't like really there. Um so yeah, in the first year that I didn't have like some of my friends, and it was just it was a lot basically. There was a lot that yeah, I've never really looked forward to my birthday, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, ever since, like, I wanna say my 16th birthday, I stopped looking forward to my birthdays. They just I don't know, I stress out too much and I think about trauma, honestly, because it's the anniversary of a lot of shit. Um, but also, like, I worry too much about making sure everyone else is having fun, and so whenever, like, I hang out with people for my birthday, I'm like, are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Are you okay? Like, I'm constantly entertaining people. I feel like I have to entertain people. But this year was good. Like, me and my friends, we went out, and it was a pretty good group of friends too. I was really worried that people weren't gonna have fun, but holy fuck. Like, there were some plot twists and side quests going on everywhere. But yeah, we went to Maeve. Uh, Shout out Maeve. It was a lot of fun. Everyone got drunk. One of my friends, her and her fiance, had to get escorted out by security because they were too drunk and started falling over. My other friend got like 3 or 4 numbers from dudes she didn't remember. Um, I want to say 2 of my friends threw up. One of my friends kept falling over. One of them threw up on a car. What else? Yeah, there was a lot. It was funny though. It was so funny. And like the next morning, the group chat, like me and the girls were all talking and we're like, dude, that you did this and you did that. And we're like, what? Really? Are you serious? And like sending in photos, and we were all cracking up, but it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. So, um I'm very happy with how that turned out. They all showed up and showed out. It was good. And then I was able to, on my actual birthday, be with my whole family. Because that's all I really wanted, like, the last couple years, is like, that's what I want every year for my birthday, is just have my whole family together and have dinner. And my 21st birthday wasn't able to have that. My dad wasn't there. Things were weird with my family with the divorce and everything. Um, And like my best friends and my ex were there, and bless their hearts for doing that. And making the travel down. Um, but still, like I really just wanted my family there. Um, and I wanted them all to be able to like sit in a room and not like argue or fight or anything. And so this year I was able to do that. I was able to have like my both of my moms, all of my siblings, my dad. Like it was great, and no one argued and no one fought. So I I was happy with how it was this year. So hopefully it just goes up from here. But yeah, um, yeah, my mental health has been kind of all over the place. Well, I wouldn't even say all over the place. It hasn't been a straight arrow. It's been kind of jagged, but going up more than down. So it's not really this thing going straight. It's more like up and then low down and then up and low down, up and low down. Like stairs. It's stairway up. Um so yeah, like I was really bad the first month, and I started doing really good. Um and then I became very very sad for the last month. This last month I was very sad just all the time and crying. Cuz before I was just like in disbelief and denial, and then I was just really really sad and depressed all the time. Um and then now I would say I'm at that kind of moving on, I guess. I'm not angry. I'm a little resentful. I'm gonna be completely honest. Um, but I'm not like always sad and always crying. Wish you the best. Have a lot of love for you, but also fuck you a little bit. um, and yeah, like I had a dream about him the other night, and it was a good it was like it was a memory mostly. Like I was dreaming of a memory, and I remember I forced myself to wake up because I was like, "No. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't no, I don't want it. Like I need to move on. And if I do this and if I like whatever, I'm not going to be able to. Like I don't want that. I need to get up and move on. I need to do better. And it's still gonna take a long time for me to like 100% heal and move on. Like I've gone on dates, and I've met people, but like I don't think I'll be able to commit to a person for a long time. Like I was saying from the beginning that like I won't be able to even think. No, I won't be able to commit to someone for at least 6 months. I thought I could maybe think about it at 3 months. We're at the 3 month mark. No, I'm scared of commitment, actually. I I don't want a relationship with anyone right now. I don't want it. I think this is a great time for me to be be a 22-year-old girl and go out and meet people and go on dates and hang out with my girls and just be a girl. That's it. Just be a girl and be me. Like I haven't been like single, like really single for a straight year since before I met him. So, yeah, like I was always either in a situationship or dating somebody or in a relationship, whatever. You know, I've never been like single for a long time. And anyone that I have gone out with, I've told them straight up that, like, hey, by the way, I just got out of a very serious relationship. Um, and I'm still kind of healing from that. And be so honest with you, like, I'm not gonna be able to commit to anything for a long time. So if you want to wait around, that's cool. But don't expect anything from me. Don't expect any love, basically. Like, as of right now, you will not find love. Maybe another 4 months, maybe another 6 months. I don't know. But yeah. And even so, like, I can't even see myself like really committing to a person, honestly, till maybe the end of the year or even beginning of next year. I'm be so real. So real. Like, cuz me and him were on and off for 8 years. Yeah, I don't know. And I was talking to one of my coworkers about how, like, I can't see myself committing to someone for a very long time, and she was like, "Zoe, I would honestly be concerned and like whatever if you did jump into a relationship like that quickly." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." But but yeah, like a lot of my friends though, like they're great people. Great people, and I am so 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 thankful for them and everything that they have done for me in the last couple months. They've been amazing. I visited California actually in February. Um and I'd rate it like a 4 out of 10. I'd say like a 4 out of 10. I I there was just so much bullshit happened. So much bullshit happened, and I was stuck in some really uncomfortable situations a couple times. Um and I mean, I had fun, like I went to a house party with one of my best friends, and I got to see him drunk, so that was funny. I punched a dude though because he kept touching me, and I kept saying stop fucking touching me, so I punched him. Um got high. Legally this time. Fuck, I was 21. So legally, that was interesting. Um what else? I got my belly button piercing there. I was not planning to do that. Like, I was with my friend Alina, and me and her, we were hanging out. We were getting coffee, and I saw her belly button piercing. I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to get one. She's like, let's go do it. I'm like, don't you need to get an appointment? She's like, no, but like we can do a walk in. I know a place. And I was like it was the same place that she went to, and I was like, you know what? Bet, let's do it. So yeah, like I got my belly button piercing there, and that was a lot of fun. Got some cool pictures, and I got to post those. I eventually archived the post because every time I looked at it, it just reminded me on like how in denial I was. Like, I look like I'm fine and I look like I'm happy, but I was just like in denial and pushing everything down the whole time. And just like distracting myself and getting high or getting drunk all the time. Like, it got to a point, I want to say last week is when I finally realized that, like, maybe it's becoming an issue. Because every time I was sad or had a panic attack or whatever, the first thing I thought about was get me a bottle. Because anytime I drank, I didn't just have a couple drinks and then whatever, had fun, hang out with friends or whatever. No, I had to get drunk. Like, could not see straight in front of me, drunk every time. Because that was the only time that I felt like genuinely happy, because I couldn't, like, everything else was turned off. So yeah, I think about last week is when when that finally like clicked to me. But yeah, I would say I'm finally moving on though. Like now at 3 months, I'm starting to like really start the healing process. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, I was in the hospital in California as well because my asthma was just so bad. I thought she was ridiculous. I saw Cardi B in concert in March. Holy fuck. That was also really cool. Like I would say that we had pretty good seats as well. Pretty good seats. Um yeah, I would say like we saw the entire stage and the show and um it was great. Like she played her OG stuff, so many costume changes. But like there were things going on in between the costume changes, so like you weren't just like sitting there bored. Um, but that was such a fun. It was such fun. I went. It was me, my little sister, and my mom. We all went. Um, and it was just yeah, I loved it. I had a really good time. I dressed up. Oh my God, I look so cute. That's my thing. Like I love to dress up. That's my favorite part about going out is getting to dress up and like put on a cute outfit and do my makeup and all that. Um, so yeah, I got to do that. It was really good. She's so funny, dude. Oh my God. Cardi could honestly be a comedian. Like she is so funny. Um yeah, that was great though. But yeah. I can't think of anything else to really talk about right now. I'm also getting tired of talking. Like sometimes I've been having to like tell everybody recently that like cuz like they'll think that something is wrong, but like I just go nonverbal sometimes. Like I like legit I just go nonverbal. And some of my friends have not yet experienced that. So they're going to disagree and they're going to be like, "You nonverbal? What? Like you talk so much. You're a yapper. Like you don't have an off button. You just yap." Like, "Yes, I know. I yap all the time even now. Like it's been almost an hour and it's been me talking to myself the entire time." Dude, release me. I am I am like in a room of rats all the time. I look like I'm in a straitjacket. I just, I talk to myself all the time because nobody else wants to talk to me. Nobody else listens to me. I have called so many people tonight. You know what they're doing? They're out. They're out. And I thought about going out on my own and I've done that a couple times. It's not as fun as going out with other people? Other people. Um so yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna chill here with my dog. She's laying in front of me. Lucy, my baby girl. And my dog and watch Harry Potter. Yeah. I've been rewatching Harry Potter recently. Or Euphoria. I'm so happy that Euphoria Sunday is back. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I've heard so many people talk shit about the new season. Personally, me, I think it's pretty good. Do you ever run out of breath, like when you talk so much? Or is that just me? Is that just a yapper problem? Lucy, I swear to God, if you try to get out right now, lay it down. No, I'm not done yet. Um, Maybe that's just me. I don't think anyone talks as much as I do. But yeah, as I was saying, sometimes I just go nonverbal though. Like I'll get to a point where like I've talked so much that I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done, and then I shut down. I stop talking. Um, and then everyone is like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you good? Like you're so quiet." I just respond in my head. That's the thing. I don't stop talking. I just stop verbally talking and I start talking in my head. And they're like, "Zoe, you do know that you have to respond like out loud, right? Like people can't read your mind, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but like I don't know." I don't know. I start giving like dry ass answers and I'm like, "Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. No, yeah, you're so right. Yeah, makes sense. Valid." It happens. I'm saying that a lot. It happens. It happens. That's what I say when, like, I don't know what else to say or I just don't want to talk. It happens. Mm. But yeah, I'm getting to that point now. I can feel myself going to. Oh yeah, another show I've been getting into is Tell Me a Story. It has Stefan from The Vampire Diaries and that other witchy girl from the originals. I forgot her name. But really good show. I like it. I watched the first season on a pirate website, but then the website stopped working. So I had to buy the 2 episodes, like the last 2 episodes of the first season on Amazon Prime. But I still need to finish the second season. But yeah, Euphoria season 3 so far to me is pretty good. Like I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I would have liked to hear Labyrinth in there more, and I did notice like the silence in it every once in a while, but like I don't think it's that deep. I think a lot I don't know, I like it. I think it honestly it portrays the reality of growing up, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Like, I'm trying to find a way to explain this. Like in high school, they're all wearing like their little fits and all that, and they're very creative. And all the makeup and the hair and everything. And it's good, but it's immature, right? Not, and I know immature, the word has a negative connotation to it, but just hear me out. It is immature. Lucy, I swear to God. Just wait a little bit longer. Um, but this third season, they don't have a whole lot of that. There's still, you know, bits of their creativity and their personality there, but they're grown up now. So they're not going to be wearing all of that. Um, and the music is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more grown. Catching on? You get what I'm putting down? I'm not good at my words. I just speak a lot of them. Just because I talk a lot of words does not mean I'm good at them. I am not gonna say when's the next time I'm gonna be on here because I quite honestly don't know. But I got a new mic and I love my new toy. So so hopefully you will hear back from me soon. But yeah, glad to be back. And yeah, hope you liked this episode. If you want to hear more or anything of that sort, subscribe, drop a comment, all that good shit. My Instagram and my TikTok are Zoe's in bed. They're both Zoe's in bed. And yeah, follow me. I'm pretty cool, I would think. But yeah, hope you have a great day or night or whatever whenever you're seeing this. Great day, great night. Hope you're doing well, good mental health, all that good shit. Realize it's not that deep. If you're gonna take anything from this episode, it's not that deep. And everything will soon pass. And everything will eventually be a memory. If you're gonna take anything, take that. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna stop yapping and go watch my Harry Potter. I love you. Bye now.